Hey guys, this is the second video in my series of how to fake a tan for men. And in this video I'm going to be going over powdered bronzers. Now, in my search to find the perfect bronzer, I have tried so many different products, as you can see here, and I can say there are benefits and negatives to each of the products I'm going to go over today. So here we have powdered bronzers, and then we also have pressed powder bronzers. Now, of course, this is makeup, and you do have to be very careful when you're using powdered makeup because it can give you a really dry finish and make you look a little bit cakey and clearly make you look like you're wearing a lot of makeup. And that is one thing that we definitely don't want. I'm just going for, a little bit of color that you can just brush on and then go on with your day. One thing that is great about powders, though, is that they give you a really nice matte finish and they take away any shine. So if you use a moisturizer that's a little bit shiny, then a little bit of this stuff will do a really great job to kind of like take away the shine. One thing you do also have to be careful of when looking for a powder bronzer is that it doesn't have any shimmer in it. A lot of times they'll put like an illuminating bronzer or like a shimmering bronzer. You don't want any of that. You want something that is completely without any shimmer in it, because that is going to make your skin look oily, make it look greasy, and also make it more apparent that you are wearing makeup. So to start off here, I'm going to go over some of these powdered, loose powdered bronzers. Here we have one from from L'Oreal Paris. It's called Bare Naturel. It is the Soft Focus Mineral Finish. Now this actually isn't a bronzer at all. It's just in a darker shade than my skin actually is, so it gives me a little bit of color. What I really like about this stuff is it's a really, really fine powder. Just brush on a little bit and it's going to take away the shine and really even out my skin tone. Also, it gives me a little bit of color, which is what I like about it too. But it does not look like I'm wearing any kind of powder on my face. Basically what it is, it's just a loose powder. Get yourself a brush here. The brush that's included with it sucks. It's like very coarse, so I wouldn't recommend using that. But get yourself a decent brush. You can buy it at any beauty store. This one is about like 25 bucks. And it's just a big, rounded, like full kabuki brush, or this is the full Flawless Face Brush from Bare Essentials. Anyways, just a little bit of this powder, blend it on all over. Since it is like a mineral finishing powder, you can just put it all over your face. Some of the other bronzers are just supposed to be used in certain places on your face, but I'll go over that later. It's a little bit cakey, and what's good about the cakiness actually is that it helps it blend into your skin better. If it's really dry, they tend to sit on top of your skin, while the cakiness, it's a little tiny bit, like the tiniest bit of moist, so it kind of sinks into your skin better rather than sits on top of it, making it look dry and like a powdery finish. Okay? So again, that's L'Oreal Paris Bare Naturel Soft Mineral Finish. Really great stuff here. And it's available in like 3 or 4 shades. Next, we have one from Bare Essentials. It's called Bare Minerals Warmth. Now, Bare Essentials is a line of mineral powders, loose mineral powders, and a lot of girls really, really like it. So I was like, well, if it works so well for girls, then it can also work for guys, because, it's just skin. And it's pretty good. I mean, I've tried some of the other products, and I was pretty impressed. Unfortunately, their bronzer has a couple of problems. It is very orange looking, and you have to be very careful when using this because it's super highly pigmented. So if you use too much, you will look like a whole different race. You're going to be so dark. And it is very orange. I've tried it a couple times just using the smallest little pinch on a brush, and every time I look in the mirror, I'm kind of like, yeah, I don't know about that. So, give it a try. It is a little expensive, and you can buy these in sample sizes. What is nice about it, though, it's like super, super fine. So it helps, so you can't see that you have anything on your skin. Also, their warmth is completely matte, so there's no like shimmer in it. Some of their other foundations and stuff are a little bit shimmery. So this is pretty good. I mean, honestly, I don't really use it because it doesn't give me a really good color, but it is, Bare Essentials is a great product. Anyways, moving on. Now we have the powdered bronzers. Now these two are by Limo London, and they're actually different shades, even though it doesn't look like it. This is Sunlight over here, and then Sun Bronze over here. The light is darker for like light to medium skin tones, and the Sun Bronze is for darker, like medium to dark skin tones. Now, these are the ones I'm actually wearing right now, and what I like about them so much is that they actually provide a really natural looking color without looking like you're wearing any makeup. The Sunlight is the one I use more frequently because it doesn't give me a ton of color. It just gives me a nice little bronze glow, and brush it on. All you do with bronzers is you put it on your cheeks, your nose, your forehead up here, and your chin down here. Again, get your big brush, kind of swirl it around there a couple times. Gonna go over your forehead, your nose, your cheeks, and then down your chin like this. Some people like to do a 3 shape, so it'll be over your forehead to your cheeks and then down here to your chin, okay? You do not want to overdo it these, because if you do, it's going to look like you're wearing makeup, and that completely defeats the purpose of trying to get a little color. So again, on your nose, on your forehead, and then down into the 3 shape on your face like that. Sun bronze is definitely darker, like I said earlier. You have to be careful with this one again because it will give you a lot more color. Sunlight is nice. If you're really pale when you use this, it'll make you look a little orange. So again, it's like back and forth. You want color. If you're too pale, it might make you orange. And if you use too much, it'll make you look like you're wearing makeup. So it's up to you. These other 2 I have here. This one is by NYC color, and then this one is by Maybelline. These ones are just okay. This one's a little orange, and this one's a little light. Again, it's basically trial and error. Now, all these products here, these are all under $5 at your local drugstore. So I didn't mind buying a couple just to test them out. And I must say I had a good amount of luck with this one here. To finish up, I just want to tell you one thing and remind you that if you do decide to go out and buy these and then get a good brush, I wouldn't recommend just getting it, putting it on, and then going on with the day. It does take a lot of practice to make it look right and make it look natural. You should get some, wash your face, put on a decent moisturizer, and then, give it some trial and error, see which ones work for you and which ones may not work for you. Now, things that work for me may not work for you, so that's why, again, I stress the whole trial and error thing. One thing that I like to do is definitely use a good moisturizer and put that on, and then the moisturizer helps the powder kind of sit on your skin better so it doesn't look all dry and flaky. Alright, if you guys have any questions, feel free to post them below this video or send them to me personally. I try my best to get back to all of you, but there are a lot, so I don't usually get to all of them. Anyways, have a great day. Thanks for watching. Take care.